Here is the Rapide. Do a quick lap around and we'll start pointing out flaws. Alright, starting with the headlights. You can see like down here, all this is nice and clear. This is just bug splats, unfortunately, but you can kind of see like this stuff up here. It's just a little, I think it can be sanded down and refinished. So then both headlights are kind of doing the same thing. You can see it actually looks worse on camera than it does in person, but it's just sun fading on the top. It's like looking at the bumper, looking at the leading edge of the bumper, or excuse me, the hood. All that's fine. Down here, you can see a few like pock marks and whatnot from rock chips, but nothing. You can kind of see this is actually really, you can see a little some stuff in here just from rock chips, but nothing crazy. So looking down the side of the car, you can't really see any dents or dings from here. However, getting closer, if you can see like on the, it's like the belt line of the car all the way back, you can see that we can get to, there's a little spot right there. And so there's two spots here. So there's a spot on there. You can kind of see it in the right light. There we go. You can kind of see it's like right in there. So it is very tiny. You can see the keyhole here and then the thing there. But it is there regardless. There's nothing down the sides of the car. All that looks exactly as it's supposed to. So that looks really strong. Looking at the hood, checking for any hail damage of any kind. There's nothing, no dents or dings that I can see on the hood itself. Overall, you can see body lines. Both these body lines seem to line up very well. Finish on the hood's very nice. Right, looking down the side of the car here. Again, no real dents or dings can be seen down the side here. However, on the body line of the car, you can see the little guy right there. You can see it's a chip in the paint. So there's my pointer finger for reference. You can see a little spot there. So moving above, here we'll kind of go around the back side of the car. Just looking at the car from back here. This is kind of, this area right here, when it catches the right light, you can see like, it's just a little piece of tar. You can see a little bit where the bumper was pushed on a little bit. All right, in here, you see there's a little, believe this is where the bumper was kind of pushed on a little bit. Actually, that's a little scuff that can be gotten out, it looks like, but you can just tell that it was kind of pushed on a little bit. Not in this light, but in direct sunlight. It is somewhat visible if you're looking for it. Around back here, again, finish and everything is all consistent with Aston Martin paint. So that looks like it's supposed to. Looking on the side of the rear quarter here, all that looks good and original. Here behind the rear tires there, just strong condition, no real issues there, except for, you can kind of see there's a couple little, oh actually that's tar. I thought it was a chip. That's just tar back there. I thought those were chips, my mistake. Yeah, it's tar. But just that one little ding is all I can see on this side here. But other than that, it's pretty straight. Looking above on the deck lid back here, again, no hail damage or anything like that. Looking at the roof, you can kind of see in the reflection there, no hail damage of any kind. All that appears original and proper. Panel gaps back here, all that all on up is perfect. So that looks like it's supposed to. Okay, looking at the rear haunches of the car here again. All of this You can see my reflection in this. The paint's actually pretty, it's pretty nice. There's a little bit of flake in the paint, which you can kind of see a little bit here, like where it changes colors a touch. And back to the roof. Here, so you can see it could use a buff, I think, but overall, the light reflection is actually pretty good. It's not too bad. Looking at the wheels, so it's got a matching set of Pirelli P0s all the way around. Back tires are a little weaker than the fronts. I'm trying to see if I can find one of the wear indicators. Like here's the wear indicator, and here's the tread. Getting closer. Not there yet, but probably living on borrowed time with tires. But no curb rash on that wheel. Looking back at this wheel, again, no curb rash there either. Again, probably P0s. Here's the tread. Got a little bit more time if I can find an indicator over here. There we go, here's one. If I can focus or not. You can see it's got a little bit more tread on the fronts than it does in the rear. It's a staggered set of tires, so the rears are a little thicker than the fronts. Again, you can see this wheel here. That's on point. And this wheel here, this is on point as well. No signs of curb damage or prior curb damage or anything. One of the biggest flaws of the exterior, you can see, it's like, this is kind of like, got some old wax on there. So I was planning on having this actually redone. You can see this coating right here is kind of chipping off. So I was planning on actually having this removed and refinished. I'd probably ultimately end up having to have both sides redone to get them to match, but I haven't talked to a body shop about it yet. You can see some like old wax residue and stuff in this thing. It's nothing that can't be removed. I just haven't taken the time to get it done yet. So dashes are common issues on these cars with stretching leather. And all Aston Martins, you can kind of see, like on the dash right there, you can see the leather's starting to pull a little bit. Leather's fine on the other side, but you can see it's showing signs of stretching in that area there. Not super obvious if you're not looking for it, but it is there. You can see also on the steering wheel, you can see there, it's starting to, again, pretty minute, and maybe the average Joe might not pick it up right away, but if you're looking over the car for flaws, then you can probably find it. The strut holds the driver's side door up just fine. Leather's actually in great condition inside and out. A lot of times with these higher-end cars, they're built for, not necessarily built for durability, more built for being soft, which it is that. Driver's side bolster actually looks fantastic. Just right here you can tell like the foam is broken down maybe a little bit right in here. More so than what it should be, but the leather itself is actually in great shape. The only real point of wear that I've noticed on the interior is this on the B pillar here, which is a pretty common thing on Astons. This can be refinished. Again, I haven't had the car very long, so I was planning on having my interior person come out and basically make that go away, but none of that's been done. Windows work as they should. It's got DVD in the back. That was an option. Everything works back here. All the climate controls and all that fun stuff. All that works. Luggage cover. So this button here works, so the seats can be folded down. To the trunk area. It's got both of its headphones in there. I will admit I have tested the DVD player and I know the screens do come on. No idea if the headphones work. Have not tested those out, but they both exist. So they're both there and in their original pouches. No signs of any paintwork, any past paintwork back here. There's no tape lines of any kind that I can see in the back there. And no overspray, nothing, none of the bolts look like they've been turned or anything, so everything appears as it should, and the struts are obviously, they the Aston Martin struts, and they branded. I still lift the hood up, obviously, or excuse me, the rear bonnet up just fine. Back here, again, leather on the door, everything looks as it should in the back seats. This luggage cover that releases like it's supposed to. It looks like the Velcro. This is all Velcro pulled away a little bit, but it can be stuck right back on there. Sorry, it just hasn't been cleaned well enough. So then moving up to this door. Door on the passenger side, same story. Leather's great over here. It doesn't really appear that this has been used all that much, at least on this side anyway. Leather's, I don't want to use the word perfect, but I don't really see any flaws. I mean, little wrinkles, but I think that actually might have been there from the factory. But no real signs other than just a little guy, kind of sort of, you can barely see right there. Like, B-pillar actually looks okay on this side, so there's no real issues on the B-pillar on the passenger side. Just less use, I suppose. Center armrest, all that looks as it should. It's all the way up, it's fine. Up here, some of this like piano, I don't know what they call it honestly, but it shows up on camera, but there's like a hairline crack in, I think here, if I can see it. There's just like some lines there. So I don't know if they're necessarily cracks, but I think they are. You can kind of sort of, I don't know if the camera's picking them up or not, but they're very faint, but they are there. I'm guessing it's just due to the sunlight. Headliner, all Alcantara all the way back. That's good. No sagging or anything. It's nice and soft, and no stretching, no sagging. All that works as it looks as it's supposed to. Glove box, it works fine. No issues there. Nothing really to talk about there. Leather dashboard overall pretty strong, except for that one spot right there. All right, so then moving on. Over here, so all the swan doors, these all work. They all hold everything. All the struts hold everything up like they're supposed to. Pop the hood here. I apologize, I've not had the engine bay detailed as of yet, so I can do this with one hand. There we go. Okay, there it is. That's obviously the 6-liter V12. Again, these struts appear to be in good condition. Engine bay is slightly dirty. This is kind of the way I got it. I just haven't taken the time to clean it, but hood and everything appears to be original to me. I don't think any of that was ever replaced. Just because the finish looks fine. The finish looks like it's supposed to, and it's still got the original sticker, and there's doesn't appear to have ever been reapplied. I think that's the way it left the factory. Down here, it's still got its inspection tag. But overall, doors. This crystal key. Let's kind of hold out the light. See, it's not perfect, but it's, so you can see there's a chip in the crystal key right there. But overall, not too bad condition, just that one little chip there. But other than that, these keys are rather expensive and they tend to break very frequently, so I'm just happy it's intact. Doors open, I know. So as I told you on the phone, it does have a TPMS light on it. just need to be, it's the two fronts. Two fronts, or this one will, yeah, there you go, that one will register. But, so that's why the tail light doesn't stay flashing, it'll go away eventually. But navigation, all that works. Satellite radio, it doesn't acquire a signal inside the building, but all that works. Sport mode, everything here functions as it should. Radio works great. Steering wheel is actually in really nice condition without any like real bad like fingernail blemishes. Like a lot of times that's hard to describe, but a lot of times I'll see them that they get screwed up. I'm trying to think if there's any. I don't think everything. I mean, power seats, all that, cooled seats, heated seats, all that fun stuff. It seems to function as it should. Map lights. See the tweeters, the Bang & Olufsen tweeters go up and down. If you turn the radio off, and they go back down like they're supposed to. Turn it back on. I just got the volume turned all the way down, but both tweeters do what they're supposed to do. Looking around back then. It's pretty quiet at idle. I'm the only one in here right now, so I don't have anybody to rev it up. But oh yeah, parking sensors in the back. Those work as they're supposed to as well. AC blows cold. Oh, that's fine. Sounds good. Let's turn it off. That button there. And that is the Rapide. Got the double glazed windows. All the windows are in nice condition. Not delaminating or anything like that. I've seen that before on Astons.